Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Hornets Hockey Network. My name is Rob Finger, alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei, Tung, and we're here for round 2 of the Skaneateles Summer Series. This time, we have a very interesting matchup for you, as your Hornets are facing a brand new team. New, and yet, we've seen most of these players before. As we get into our scouting report, we'll do some investigating into who exactly our enemies are this evening. They call themselves the Salt City Fusion. The logo you see in the upper corner of the screen was one of my creation to represent them, using the colors of the recently voted on new city flag. They wear the shirts of the long-deceased Central Square Redhawks hockey team and are consisted of the remnants of the former Fulton Raiders and the Liverpool Warriors, both schools of which, due to new state regulations, will be having to change their name, logo, and iconography. Truly then, this team is an enigma. From what I have heard myself, they plan to contest the upcoming regular season under this same name. One item to keep in mind is the fact that both the Fulton Raiders and the Liverpool Warriors had much of their teams graduate last season. On top of this is the fact that Fulton and Liverpool both sat in the back half of the sectional standings last season, even with their star players. Of course, this is discounting the fact that the Hornets were eliminated in the first round by the Liverpool Warriors in arguably the upset of the season. But with all that has happened to the Warriors, or at least what's left of them, have the Hornets got the last laugh? Or will this fusion team prove to be a lethal combination? We'll have to see this evening, but with a combination of two back half teams, plus the gear of a long gone team, and a name that may not be the most accurate, one would think that any bet they make would be a safe one. But, as stated, we shall see. For the Hornets, it's business as usual. Same players, a few different numbers, and the same goaltenders may lead to what we see being rather expected. But whoever said that that was a bad thing? Last time out, though, they lost 3-1, but this was to Skaneateles, the 2023 state champion team in Division 2. Perhaps, then, they may be more suited to face a team like this one. But this is the game of hockey, and truly, anything can happen. With all that said, it is time for the main event. Who will take round 2 here in the Finger Lakes? Will Salt City come together and use their fusion power to crush the Hornets? Or will the Hornets delay this chemical reaction to strike where it hurts? All of that and more will be determined here tonight. And the only place to watch all the action is here on the Hornets Hockey Network. It's Fusion versus Hornets as we get set for game time. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is standardly where we would end our little practice spiel, but unfortunately the timekeeper got to the board a little bit late. Both of these teams were out here for a solid 2, possibly even 3 or 4 minutes for Salt City over there, but the timekeepers were not able to be there. Thankfully, 2 parents from the FM side of things have volunteered to keep the score and keep the time. And for those of you wondering as well, who were able to view our last game, once again, apologies for the audio quality. We hope that this one is a little bit better than last week. We did find out what the issue was. The issue was that our little camera for the time remaining screen up in your upper right corner, apparently the audio was not off for that. So we've turned it off now, and hopefully it sounds nice and good for you. But like I said, the Salt City Fusion team, quite the enigma. Many of the Liverpool players or people that still go to Liverpool or any of its contingents are actually wearing Liverpool Warriors patches on their right shoulders. And some of them even do still sport some blue gear. So, quite the interesting proposition. Well, admittedly not the greatest teams in Section 3, being combined after a bunch of their basically best players, or at least their most elder players, leaving the building after graduating and things like that. Both of them have combined to possibly even survive, because without enough players, well, they just can't have a team here in Section 3. Both of them saw a common interest, and, well, seems they've combined. Question is, will they have new jerseys for this upcoming regular season? Well, who knows? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that will come to the end of our little warm-up here. The clock is wound down, and both teams will go to either their coaches for FM or go to the net itself for Salt City here. And they will get the lowdown, get the game plan for how they choose to tackle tonight's game. And it looks like both of these teams readying it up for our first period of action here at the WG Allen Arena on the end of Skaneateles Lake. We'll start with our opening face-off. Salt City in their red and white, and FM in their traditional green. Both goaltenders are ready. We're ready up here. The puck is dropped. And it's one back to FM pretty quickly. Here comes Brian Tonkovich. He'll dump it in behind the goaltender for Salt City. Salt City, though, trying to regain possession, but it's, I believe that is Drew Main grabbing that for FM. He sends it in the near corner. Salt City, though, grabbing that, sending it back into the far corner. Drew Main, though, getting it back. Salt City getting their own puck, trying to take it up the far side. FM, though, keeping it in. Here they come. I believe that's Lowlick there. Tyler Main with a shot, but it's kicked away by the goaltender. Here comes Salt City up the near side. Coming into the FM zone. Sean LaMarche in net for the FM Hornets. Salt City taking a shot there from the point. Doesn't do much. They will choose to send it into the far corner. Brian Tonkovich going to put some pressure on. Salt City, though, still with the possession. They get it into the near corner, sending it back into the far corner. Tonkovich trying to put all the pressure on he can, but he loses his stick. FM just trying to regain possession. That was Lawlick there, but it sends it towards the center. Thankfully, Tyler Main's able to pick it up. They get it out of their zone. And a big hit will come to Drew Main right in open ice. Salt City gets possession back, and a shot will be gloved up by Sean LaMarche. 14:51 remaining in this first period of play. Still no score between FM and the Salt City Fusion. Face-off tied up. One to the near side by FM. Salt City, though, looking to get possession of it quickly here. It's then tried to get it up to the point man, but here comes Joey Leveroni pretty quickly. He's got it into Salt City zone. Oh, but he's not able to get a shot off. Salt City grabbing that, sending it back to the defenders. FM looking to regroup. Here they come. Will Sanzone trying to get a shot off. Goes just wide of the net, pushed away by the goaltender. Into the far corner now, over to the far side. Salt City getting it out of their own zone. Here comes Will Sanzone trying to put some pressure on, but Salt City still with the possession. They take it into the FM zone, into the far corner. Salt City still with it there, coming around the net here, but get some pressure put on by Joey Leveroni. He'll set it up the near side for FM as they try to break it out. They'll get it out, get it right off the stick of a Salt City player, and they will possess it just in their own zone, sending it back up to the near side and dumping it into the FMN. Brian Tonkovich grabbing that, going behind the net of LaMarche. Looking over his options as his team looks to break out. Salt City, though, putting on some pressure. Putting on it quickly now. They send it back up. I believe that's up for Walker Thompson. They'll send it up the far side. Getting it over for Henry Dougherty. He will put it into the far corner of Salt City's end. Dougherty losing that. Send it over to Connor McDonald. Salt City just trying to get that back. McDonald, though, sending it back towards the center. Salt City grabbing that. Just trying to get it out. They'll get it into the near corner. McDonald getting it out for Walker Thompson. Thompson sending it back into the near corner. McDonald trying to fight for that. Henry Dougherty going in to put some pressure on, but Salt City will grab that and get it just out of their zone. They set it up towards the near side and just into FM's end. Dumping it into the near corner. Salt City trying to get the possession back deep in the FM end. But here comes Henry Dowdy, able to get some pressure on, and he sends that out of the zone. Salt City sending it back up the near side, trying to go through the center, but it gets into the hands of Walker Thompson, but Salt City stealing that back, coming in, a shot, and they score. And first blood will go to the Salt City Fusion. .12:44 remaining in this first period of play. And boy, oh boy, a missed opportunity from the FM defense there to get it out. Left them napping right on their blue line. Thankfully, here comes FM just off the face-off here. Just losing that. They'll try to send it back. I believe that was Michael Leduc taking it. Salt City, though, grabbing it, sending it up the near side. Trying to get it out of their own zone. FM coming back in. Sergeev with a shot. It gets eaten up by the goaltender. 12:24 remaining in this first period of play. Shots even at 2 so far. Face off to the left side of the Salt City goaltender. One person being sent off there to avoid any too many men infraction. And Salt City will win that face off. Coming around towards the far side, looking to break it out into new center ice there. They'll grab that and send it back in for FM. Salt City, though, grabbing it along the blue line. They choose to go up the far side, dumping it in just over the red line. They'll roll around towards the near boards. And FM looking to get it out once again. Salt City, though, trying to keep that one in. Grabbing it. Here's Michael Ledoux. He'll try to send it, but it goes off a skate there. His teammate will pick it up, sending it off the boards. And I believe that is Grayson Mucha, will come back in. A shot tried to come from Sergeev there, but nothing on it. Keeping it in, though. Hornets just momentarily. Here comes Jack Lalick. Choosing to make a move there at the blue line. Not able to do much with it as he goes to the far side. He tries to rim it back deeper in, but Salt City will grab that and get it out of their zone. Here they come up the far side. Into the FM zone, looking to take a shot. It goes off the post, and it was up high there for a second, and we've got a call here. And that will be 2-4 holding. And that will be Jack Lalick going to the box. 2 minutes for holding. And Salt City will have their first power play of the game. Face off to the right of LaMarche in the FM end. A little bit of commotion on the Salt City bench there. Thankfully, able to get their fifth man out, as it is a power play for them. Face off, one forward by the Hornets. They just get it out of the zone. Salt City will have to regroup, and they get a lot of pressure there from Tyler Main. He's looking to get a shorty himself. Salt City, though, still possessing it, setting it up the near side, but grabbing that and getting it out quickly. That's Brady Moore. Tyler Main getting it back to Tonkovic. Tonkovic looking over his options, sends it up the middle there, right on net. The goaltender will turn it away, giving it to one of his teammates. Behind the net it goes, up the far side. Still in the far corner, coming around the net, towards the near side now. Looking to break it out. A lot of pressure being put on by Tyler Main. He'll leave it for his teammate, though. Salt City still with the possession coming up the near side. They choose to go towards the center, coming into the FM end. Looking over his options as he wheels it around behind the net of LaMarche. Sends it up to the near point man. He takes a shot, and it goes wide of the net. Over towards the far side. Salt City still with possession as they are on a power play. Towards the near side. In the near corner it goes. Still fighting for it. FM looking to get it out, and they do, thanks to Tyler Main, but they will rule that a high sticking as he knocked it down just after getting it in the air around the blue line. And they will send that one all the way down, back to the right of Sean LaMarche. 10:08 left to go in this first period of play. 1-0 to score, Salt City over FM. Face off one back by Salt City. They'll get it to the near point man. He tries to send it into the near corner. He does. We're going to get that. Our FM Hornets defense having a pinch in there. They take it towards the far side. Here comes FM. Thanks to Nico Capriati, they'll get it out quickly. Here he comes into the Salt City end. Looking to get a shot off, and it gets saved by the Salt City goaltender. .9:47 remains in this first period of play. Face off now to the right of Salt City's goaltender with 29 seconds left to go in the penalty for Lalick. One back to the defense. They'll send it into the far corner. Grabbing that, Nico Capriati. Get some pressure put on by Salt City by one man, now two men. Salt City taking it out of their own end up the far side. Coming just into Syracuse, just into FM's end. Nico Capriati looking to grab that below the goal line. He helping out Nick Sergeev. Sergeev able to come out with it. He takes it up the near side, but that'll be a penalty. That's 2 for tripping right there. Sanzone just losing it, and the whistle will be blown. And just as Salt City comes off their power play, they will go on a penalty kill, and FM will have their first power play of the game. That's 2 minutes for tripping. .9:11 remains in this first period of play. The referee throwing out the FM center for FM, just taking too long. Drew Main will take that, but it's won by Salt City. They get it back, try to get it up the near side here. Tonkovic is able to keep it in. He sends it down to Leveroni. Back to Tonkovic at the top. Looking over his options, sends it over to Lalick. Lalick back across to Leveroni, but he's not able to catch the shot or catch the pass. He's able to get it off the boards. Tonkovic will help him keep it in, but they will eventually lose it. Getting it up the near side is Salt City. They'll grab that, sending a shot, but it goes just over the net of LaMarche. FM getting possession back on an interception. Leaving that for Lalick is Tyler Main. He passes it up to Drew Main. And that will be just offsides in technicality for Salt City. Face off in the neutral zone on the near side of the rink here, across from the FM bench. Face off one back by the Hornets. Tyler Main handing it over to Brian Tonkovic. Tonkovic taking it through the center. He almost loses that, just barely does. He gets a little bit wiped out there. Here comes Salt City back in, but they're Jack Lalick is just too smart for them. Here he comes with the possession, tried to get it up to Leveroni, got off his stick. He's thankfully still with it as he takes it deep into the Salt City end. Leveroni sending it up to Lalick on the far point. Back to Tonkovic at the near point. Back to Lalick. He's towards the center now. He takes a shot. It gets ricocheted, but it just goes wide of the net. Picking it up is Drew Main. Main off the boards. Back up to Lalick. Lalick with a shot, but it gets blocked down by the defender. Lalick's able to keep it in. He hands it over to Tyler Main. Main getting that. Leave that slip over to Drew Main. Try to get it to Leveroni, but no shot will come. That'll go out of the zone. Jack Lalick looking over his options. Sends it up for Drew Main. Main coming into the Salt City end. Looking over his options as he comes up the near side. Into the near corner now. His brother Tyler coming in to put a big hit on there. But they lose the puck, both of them. Salt City will regain it. Try to get it off the far boards there. They'll hand it up to Leveroni for FM. He gets it over to Nick Sergeev. Sending it back across to, I believe, that's Joey Mathis. Or, no, I should say, no, that is Pat Miller. Getting that back up the near side, that will be an icing. .7:02 remaining. FM no longer on a power play. Face off. One back by FM. They try to possess it here. Here comes Henry Dowdy. He puts a shot off, but it goes just wide of the net. Walker Thompson grabbing that. Sending it back. Here's Nick Sergeev with a shot. and it gets blocked by the defenders. Salt City will just get it out. They get it up the near side, deep into the Hornets' end. Patno getting it off the boards and out of the zone. Salt City will have to regroup. Nick Sergeev gloving that down. Still with possession, going towards the far side with it. Tried to get it to Walker Thompson, but it gets intercepted by Salt City. They will try to possess it themselves, just in their own zone. They get it out, though. Nick Sergeev with it, sending it to the near side. Henry Dougherty just trying to get that in. He sends it towards the center, and they will just get it in with some help from Connor McDonald. Salt City, oh, and a very close offsides there. .6:13 remains in this first period of play. Now a face-off right in front of the Salt City bench. Face-off, one forward by the Hornets. They just got it in, but here comes Salt City with the possession. Coming up the far side, into the Hornets' end. 3 of them on 2. But Salt City loses that possession. I believe that's Nico Capriati sending it high over to the near side. I believe that's Ellis Thompson trying to put some pressure on as Salt City takes it the other way, sending it to the near side. That will be another icing. 5:49 remains in this first period of play. Shots are relatively tame. 5 for the Hornets, and 3 for Salt City, although Salt City already has a goal on the board. Face off, one back by Salt City. They'll try to get it around their own net there into the near corner, up the near side. A big hit there from Nico Capriati. Hornets are able to keep it in, but hits are being thrown here. They send it over to the far side. Grabbing that, and Salt City putting some big bodies on, and FM making sure to return them. Here comes Salt City, back into the FM zone, a breakaway, a shot, and they score. And a little tit for tat in terms of hitting has not boded well for FM. Seems they were just that bit focused on hitting and not quite where the puck was. 5:43 left to go in this first period. FM is beating Salt City in shots, but Salt City has a score of 2-1. Salt City trying to win that forward. Here comes Dmitry Sergeev. He'll get that just into Salt City's end. They'll get it just out. Sergeev trying to pick that up, but instead it's Brian Tonkovich. And penalty will be coming. And boy, oh boy, has it erupted here quickly. And that'll be 2 for interference on Brady Moore. And the Hornets will get their second penalty kill. Salt City their second power play of the game. 5:12 remains in this first period of play. And now an extra 2 minutes put on the board for 5-on-4. Face-off, one forward by the Hornets. Sanzone getting it out of the zone quickly. He'll send it on net there. And the goaltender will put it towards the near side, but Salt City retreating behind their own net, looking to get a stretch pass up there. And they will wave off that icing, even though, to my knowledge, that puck never touched the stick. Salt City possessing it in the FM end. They are on a power play. FM just trying to throw as many bodies as they can. They send it towards the center. And Sanzone get it out just up the near side there. Salt City's goaltender stopping it behind his own net. Grabbing that. Salt City looking up the far side for some opportunities. They are almost able to get it out. They choose to come up the near side now towards the center, just entering the FM zone. Looking over his options as he hangs around the blue line. Passes it over. Towards the center it goes. A couple passes, but no shot will come. FM getting it out of their zone. 50 seconds left to go in that penalty on Brady Moore. Salt City sending it up towards the near side, but Patnode's able to grab that. And boy, oh boy, Salt City is throwing the body where they can and seems to be pretty effective. Although FM able to get it out again. 30 seconds left to go in that penalty. 3:40 left to go in the period. Up the near side it goes. FM sending it back deep into the zone. They'll send it over around to the far side. Trying to get it out. They just get it over their own blue line. Salt City with the possession, sending it towards the center. They'll get it, dropping it to the point man. They'll send it in just next to the goal. Below the goal line it goes, and that'll go out of the netting and out of play. 4 seconds remain in the penalty for Brady Moore. Thing is, the Hornets have a face-off right to the right of their own goaltender, Sean LaMarche. FM swapping out a player here. Possibly preparing for Brady Moore to come out of that box. Possibly do some damage. Winning that face-off back, though, is Salt City. 1 second, and we are out of the power play here. We are even strength. Tyler Main sending it up to his brother, Drew. Here they come over the blue line into Salt City's end. They shoot it, and it gets saved by the goaltender, and it goes behind his own net. Grabbing that. Tyler Main trying to get it off the boards, but Salt City able to stronghold that possession. They get it out of their own zone. Brady Moore, freshly out of the box, sends it up the far side, but Salt City grabbing that, and a shot goes wide of the net. Salt City getting into the near corner. FM just trying to put all the pressure they can on. Coming out with it is Salt City. They send it back deeper into the corner. Walker Thompson trying to put on some pressure. Him and his teammates, Brady Moore especially, trying to get that back in. Salt City trying to get that towards the center, but it's FM who grabs the possession. They'll send it into the Salt City end. The Salt City getting it out quickly. Here they come on the near side. Grabbing that, though, is Walker Thompson for the Hornets. He sends it over to, I believe, Jalen Meyer on the far side. Drew Main hitting it up with his hand there. He's able to do that. It's his defensive zone. But getting that up into the hands of Salt City. They'll send it up the near side in their own zone. Just trying to keep that in there was Tyler Main, but they're not able to grab it. Salt City sending it deep into the Hornets' end. Patnode sending it up the near side again. Salt City, though, keeping it in. Sending it back to Patnode, still below the goal line. Drew Main getting it up. And here comes Nico Capriati. We've got a 2-on-1 here. Capriati in Main sends it over. He shoots it. Oh, and it goes wide of the net. Tyler Main grabbing that. A short shot, but it goes wide again. Capriati grabbing that on the near side. Sends it up to Patnode. Patnode with a shot. Patted away by the goaltender. Leveroni grabbing that. Sends it up to Capriati. Capriati getting off the boards there, possibly for his teammate. He gets it over to him again. Getting it up to, I believe, Jalen Meyer. Get up to Leveroni. Leveroni with a shot. Gets blocked down by the defenseman. Meyer sending it back in. Goes below the goal line. Salt City getting it around the near side. Patnode's keeping it in. Salt City, though, just trying to get it out. Patnode keeping it in again. And they send it out a third time, and that one works. But here comes Will Sanzone with the possession. He gets it just over the blue line, but Salt City will possess it, and they get it out. And we have less than a minute to go here. Ryan Tonkovich going to the far end of his own zone. Salt City trying to get possession here. And boy, oh boy, it's some physical play, and we've got some penalties being shown here. And some fisticuffs, it looks like. Ryan Tonkovich tried to pull that Salt City player off by his helmet. And who will be going to the box? Will it be both of them? Possibly so. A little bit of trash talk from that Salt City player as he goes to the box. And we will have coincidental penalties. And you'd think for roughing with 31.9 seconds left to go in this first period. Boy, oh boy, things have heated up. It's not quite. And the timekeeper's there, seemingly signaling to the referees using the buzzer. Seemed to work. We're still 5-on-5 doing those coincidentals. Winning that face-off is FM. They try to get it out of their zone quickly, but CS, I should say, which is, well, the CS on their jerseys. Will try to keep it in, but they possess it in their own zone. Salt City sends it back towards the far side. They'll come in 3-on-2. Looking to get to the center, a shot, and they score! And boy, oh boy, a 3-on-2 will turn into the Salt City Fusion's third goal of this game. And Sean LaMarche, he says, I want out. And so, the big man himself, Chris Finger, will go in the net for FM. Salt City, though, giving it a quick challenge as the clock winds down here. Connor McDonald sending it up the far side, and that'll do it for this first period of play here at the W.G. Allen Arena. The score after one, 3 for Salt City, none for FM. Boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is heating up quickly. Bodies are being thrown. Shots are being put on net. And the score is 3-0 as we head to intermission. Don't go away. We'll be back here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. We're here for period 2 of Salt City versus the FM Hornets. FM winning that quickly off. And I will say, the intermissions here, not quite much of intermissions. That was about a, I'd say, minute and a half break as both teams got the lowdown from their coaches in between the periods. And boy, oh boy, it is starting off quickly. Brian Tonkovich and that other Salt City player still in the box for their, I'd say, roughing penalties, as FM possessing it in Salt City's end. A shot from Fu-Mei, that'll be gloved down by the goaltender. 15:27 left to go in this second period of play. 9 shots for FM, 6 for Salt City, but Salt City making those count. Scores 3-0. Face off to the right of the goaltender, one to the side by FM. Going to grab that quickly is Drew Main. Main coming around the far side through the far corner, but Salt City grabbing possession of that. They'll get it out of their own zone. Grabbing that, Brady Moore trying to stop the advance of Salt City. They will get it quickly into the FM end. Getting off the boards there. Here comes Tyler Main with the possession for FM. Coming up the far side into the Salt City end. Passes it to the brother in the center. He won't get a shot off, but he'll follow his own puck into the near corner. Patno now with a shot after the pass. It goes wide. Patno now back up to the point man. He'll send it back over along the near boards. Tyler Main looking over his options, sending it over to Jalen Meyer. Meyer trying to send it towards the center, but Salt City will grab that and get it out of their own zone quickly. Salt City almost playing like they're on a penalty kill here. Joey Leveroni trying to possess it as best he can in the FM end. Tyler May just trying to protect that puck as it goes out of the zone, or at least as he tries to make it go out of the zone. Give Capriati, getting it off the near boards. Salt City unable to keep it in. They will have to regroup. Sending it over towards the far side. Tyler Main sending it up the boards, and I believe he will go to change. Salt City coming up the near side now. Facing some pressure from Leveroni. They'll move it around, and Chris Finger will block it away. Nick Sergeev sending it off the boards. Into the hands of Salt City, though. That's in the neutral zone. He'll send it back in. Sergeev knocks it down with his hand. And the Hornets will get it out quickly. Along the near boards it goes. Salt City still trying their best here. Chris Finger stopping it. Nick Sergeev grabbing that. Sending it up to Sanzone. Sanzone off the boards. Goes to Capriati. Capriati getting a big hit. And we've got another penalty here. This one's Salt City. Here comes Leveroni. He'll put a shot on, but it goes just wide of the net. Fingers off for an extra attacker. Salt City trying to get possession back, and they do. And that'll be a whistle blown. And that's 2 for roughing. 13-13 left to go in this second period of play as FM gets their second power play of the game. .313 left to go in the second. Face off right to the right of the Salt City goaltender. Ryan Tonkovich trying to grab that off the near board. Salt City doing their best to get it out. 2 of their defenders helping out. Walker Thompson getting it in the near corner. But Salt City able to grab that. They get it out of their zone quickly. Towards the far side they go, just into the FM end. He gives it over to Brian Tonkovich though. Tonkovich looking over his options. Chooses to go along the far side. He comes around, but he sends it over to the near side for Connor McDonald. In the zone they go. A shot. Glove down by the goaltender. Knocking that away is Walker Thompson. He sends it in the near corner. Thompson grabbing that back. Looking over his options. Oh, and he gets a little bit stick action there, but no call. Puck will get popped up into the netting for a stoppage of play. 12:31 now remains in this second period of play. 1:18 left in that penalty for Salt City. Face off to the right of the goaltender in Salt City's end. This one to the side by Salt City. They'll get it out off the glass quickly. Finger coming out of his own net to stop that. Leaving that for Gavin Patnode. Behind the net, looking over his options. Just loses it there, but he sends it over to Walker Thompson. Thompson coming up the far side. Gets a hit. Oh, and he went off the stanchion there and got circled around a little bit. That puck will try to get out of the zone here. Salt City replacing another man. Here they come back into the zone. Try to get it up and over Brian Tonkovich, but it didn't quite work. Tonkovich with that possession. 40 seconds left to go in the FM power play. They get it back for Tonkovich. Coming up the far side of his own zone. Gets it just off the stick there. Connor McDonald leaving it for Tonkovich. Tonkovich trying to do it himself here, but Salt City grabbing that. And it's Henry Dougherty trying to mix it up. Salt City getting it back. The no shot will come as it goes into the far corner. Salt City trying to protect it as they can. Waste the time on the clock. There is 4 of the FM Hornets out of the 5 players on the ice will go to try to get it back. 8 seconds left. They'll get it off the boards there. A big hit will go to Tonkovich. And we are out of power play here. We are even strength. Salt City getting it up the near side. Even strength as they come. And a penalty will be coming. That one's on Grayson Mucha. The referees seeming who will give the signal of an elbow to the timekeepers there. We will have a power play for Salt City once again. Nick Sergeev grabbing that off the face-off, sending it rimming around the boards. But Salt City will keep it in. They send it to the far side. Trying to come in for a shot. Coming in close, but it's Chris Finger who will absorb that and get a stoppage of play. 10:51 remaining in this second period of play. The score still 3-0. Face-off. One back by Salt City. They'll get it to the near point man. He walks in, a shot. Kick saved by the Finger, and another save there as it just goes wide. Along the near boards it goes. FM able to get it out. Here comes Jack Lawlick coming into the Salt City end. Looking over his options. Sends it across to Sergeev. A backhand shot, but it gets gloved up. $10:24 left to go in this second period of play. 1:22 still remaining. And the penalty for Grayson Mucha. Face off. One back by FM. They'll try to keep it in this zone as long as they can with only 4 people here. But here comes Drew Main. Trying to get the possession. Tried to get it over to Jalen Meyer. But here comes a breakaway for Salt City. A shot. And it's saved by Chris Finger. And no. Your breakaways will not be so effective on this here goaltender. Face off to the left of Finger. One forward by the Hornets. Salt City trying to get the possession back as the Hornets just try to get it out of their own zone. Salt City grabbing that. Sending it over to the far side. Walker Thompson trying to put on all the pressure he can, and he just gets it out of the zone. Salt City getting it back along the far side. Looking deep in their zone for some room here as they come up quickly up the near side. Over the blue line they go, looking to set something up. But he loses that. Jalen Meyer will try to get it up the boards and out of the zone. Salt City still with possession. They send it into the near corner. Looking over his options. Meyer putting some pressure on. Coming in tight. They'll send it up toward the man at the circle. He'll make him move, go down into the corner, sending it back towards the center. Drew Main trying to get his mitts on it. He will get it out. 13 seconds left to go in the penalty. No icing here. Tyler Main, takes a spill as he just crosses the red line. And Salt City will grab that. 4 seconds left, though, in their power play. And that'll do it. And a shot goes right off the crossbar. Whoa, that's as close as they come. Salt City grabbing that. Sending it towards the center. Even strength as they are now. And here comes FM. Coming up, Ellis Thompson sending it over to Tyler Main. Main sending it back towards the near side. Looking to grab that is FM. Tonkovic trying to put a shot on, but it doesn't have much muster on it. Salt City behind their own net looking for some room. Sending it up the near side. Tonkovic able to intercept that at the red line. He'll send it back the other way. It'll roll around into the far corner. Looking to grab that. Nico Capriati able to steal it. He sends it towards the center, but no shot will come as Ellis Thompson tried to get his stick on it. But Salt City will get it out of their zone quickly. That will be an icing with 8:02 left to go in the second. And Chris Finger, his signature, icing that all the way down. Not needing the refs to do any work. 8:02 left to go in the second. And if you aren't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram at FM Hornets Hockey for the latest concerning your Hornets team, including pictures, videos, and extras. Face-off tied up there. Who will win this one? Still in there, and Salt City will win that one forward. They get it off the glass, and here comes Salt City trying to get another scoring opportunity here. Sending it back up the near side, though, are the Hornets. Grabbing that for Sergeev. Trying to make something work here. Ellis Thompson sending it into clear ice here. Going for that. I believe it's... Boy, oh boy. Got some number swap arounds here. Salt City trying to get it off the boards here. FM able to get it back up to Nico Capriati, who bats that one towards the near side. Joey Laveroni, here he comes with speed up the far side into the Salt City end, looking to make a move himself. He goes around the net, looking to set something up. Coming around the lines here and send it back up the boards. Patnode's able to intercept that. Sends it towards the center. It squirts out over towards the far side. It goes. Walker Thompson's not able to keep it in. And Leveroni will get its mitts on it again. He'll go the other way. I think Salt City was anticipating a pass there. But nonetheless, he'll get possession of it. That will be an icing as they try to get it deeper into the FM end. 6:36 remaining in this second period of play. His finger launching it down the length of the ice again to the far referee. Still no goals on the board for FM. Face-off one back by Salt City. Uncle LeDuc sending that into the near corner. Salt City trying to grab that. Connor McDonald looking to get him and help him out. And here comes Salt City. Quickly up the far side, but not much handle on his stick. As I believe that was Henry Dougherty able to get it off. Nonetheless, Salt City with possession in the Hornets' end. Henry Dougherty putting in work again. He's able to get it out of the zone. Salt City will have to regroup. This is Connor McDonald. Oh, and they try to follow them up. That was an offsides. No call. And Patnode will keep that one in. They send it back. A kick shot goes towards that goaltender. And he will be able to cover that one up. 5:53 left to go in this second period of play. 3-0 still the score. Can the Hornets make anything happen in this last 5:53 of the second? Face off to the right of the goaltender. One back by the Hornets. Tonkovich tried to take a shot. It's bouncing there. And it gets hoovered up by the goaltender. Face off to his right once again. Face off one back. Salt City looking to get the possession of it below the goal line. FM, though, sending it to the other side. Salt City grabbing it again. Looking over their options. Along the far boards, facing some pressure from Henry Dougherty, and now I believe that's Connor McDonald. LeDuc coming in to help along the near side. LeDuc grabbing that, tried to get it over to Brady Moore. He'll have to go for it. Gets it along the boards, send it towards the center, but Salt City will get the possession. To get it off the glass, and Brian Tonkovich will have to chase that one as it goes out. Tonkovich sending it back in. Salt City possessing behind the net, coming around tight. But he drops that, and it goes right to Grayson Mucha as he comes right off the bench. But he's not able to handle that as his feet weren't exactly planted firm up below him. Salt City getting it up the near side now. Tonkovich trying to put a wrench in those works. But Salt City getting it out nonetheless. Nick Sergeev sending it over to Ellis Thompson. Thompson getting a little bit of a hit put on him. Grayson Mucha will grab it as it rolls into the FM end. Salt City just trying to get the possession of it. FM will send it back around the boards, but a shot from the point man will go just wide of the net. Up the far side now. Sergeev coming up. He gets it up to Ellis Thompson. He gets a big hit from behind him. And the Hornets will put that in. Dmitry Sergeev with the help of his brother. But it's Salt City will get it out. Jalen Meyer grabbing that, sending it back over to Nick Sergeev on the near side. Sergeev looking over his options, sending it up for his brother Dmitry. Dmitry Sergeev in the near corner of the Salt City end. Nick Sergeev sending a shot on, but it gets turned away by the goaltender. Lalick with the possession on the far side. Looking over his options as he gets some pressure put on him by City. A big shot there, and it gets just off the post. As it came quickly off of Tyler Main's stick. He'll try it again. Probably with a backhand. That shot will get turned away. Here comes Jack Lalick with the possession again. Looking over his options. Grabs that. Gets it to Jalen Meyer. A shot will come, but it gets blocked by the defenseman. Here comes Lalick with some space, but it gets shot. And deflected off the blocker into the netting. That will be a stoppage of play. 3:22 left to go in this second period of play. Still 3-0. But FM seemingly improving their play quality here. They spent a little bit of time here in that Salt City end. FM trying to get that back quickly. Still in their own zone though, is it? Tyler Main able to get it out. He'll send it towards the near side for his brother Drew. Salt City though, intercepting that. Drew Main able to get it back though with the help of Jack Lawlick. Along the near side it goes. Lawlick and Main trying to get it out, but Salt City will be able to grab that. They send it up. Gavin Nano stopping it just momentarily as the rest of his defending team will come to help him out. Salt City regrouping, sending it, carrying it back into the FM end. His shot will go wide of the net. Grabbing that. Sending it towards the center, but it'll go into the hands of Walker Thompson. Gets redirected away by Drew Main. And they will go. No icing here. 2:17 left to go in the second period. Drew Main getting up to Leveroni. Leveroni looking for some room. He sends it towards the center. Sanzone with a shot. Towed away by the goaltender. And Salt City will get that out quickly. That'll be an icing though. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in the second. His finger launches that back down to the other goaltender. So clearly, he has the strength, if he needs to score a goalie goal if he wanted to. But it's a little hard with the goaltender in the other net. Face off one forward by Salt City. They'll get it just off the boards. FM does, but Salt City repossessing it back in the FM end. FM, though, grabbing that quickly. They'll send it up towards the near side. Nico Capriati sending it, or at least trying to send it over to Will Sanzone. Shot! Did he score? And Joey Lavaroni will put one up on the board for the Hornets with 1:40 left to go in the second. And wow, that's how you crash the net. Will Sanzone and Joey Lavaroni both up in the face of the Salt City goaltender, and they're finally able to find some twine after almost a full 2 periods. Face off. Possession one here. FM just trying to get it back up the other way. Here comes Gavin Patnow up the near side. He'll send it across. Will Sanzone will try to get that possession, but at Salt City will get it back into the neutral zone. Jalen Meyer sending it over to Patnow on the near side. Patnow coming up back over, skating to the far side, gets it off the boards. Salt City getting it up and out of the zone. Meyer will have to chase that again. Off the near boards it goes, into the hands of Leveroni. He'll try to take that up the near side. Through the middle he goes, over towards his own bench. Less than a minute left to go, and that'll be a big hit. And I believe an offsides as well for FM. "55 seconds remain in this second period." Face off right in front of the FM bench. Face off one back by the Hornets. They'll try to get it just into the Salt City end. But Salt City grabbing that quickly, getting it just up the near boards. Nick Sergeev getting a little bit of a back shot there. And we will have a penalty. 2 minutes for cross-checking on the Salt City Fusion. And the Hornets will get their third power play of the game. Unfortunately, they are 0 for 2 so far. Can they make it 1 for 3? Well, in 41 seconds, we'll see if they can this period. But if they aren't, well, we'll get a little bit of time at the beginning of the next one. FM winning that face-off. Looking to set something up here. Doing a little bit of shuffling, gets it over to Lawlick. Lawlick with a shot, gets wide of the net. Joey Leveroni able to come pick it up. Tyler Main handing it over to Leveroni. Below the goal line to both of them. He sends it out to Lawlick on the point. Lawlick over for Patnow. Patnow's unable to get a shot on. And Salt City will get it out of their zone quickly. Coming up into the FM end. The two of them The Hornets defense able to get that. It's Chris Finger still squabbling for it, and it goes wide. And thankfully, they're able to keep it out of their own net after a little bit of a defensive fluff right there. Chris Finger does not scramble like that often, but thankfully, he's able to get something on it, and it went wide of the net. 0.4 seconds left to go in this penalty, or in this period, I should say. Both P words, but that'll do it for the second period here at the WG Allen Arena. The score after 2 is 3-1. Salt City over the Hornets. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We will have third period of action as the goaltenders chat right there in the middle. But we'll be back after this little break here. Don't go away. We'll have more on the Hornets Hockey Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to period 3 of the Summer Series Round 2 versus with the FM Hornets versus the Salt City Fusion. Drew Main taking it quickly as they're on a power play. He shoots, and it goes just up in the netting. 15:48 remains in this third period of play. 107 in that penalty for Salt City. Can the Hornets make any good use of it? Well, we'll have to see. 15:48 remaining. Salt City grabbing that off the face-off. It goes towards the near boards, and they're able to get it out quickly. Chris Finger stopping that for Will Sanzone. Sanzone coming behind the net. Looking over his options, sends it towards the near side for Jack Lawlick. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Lawlick coming into the Salt City end, looking to set something up. Sends it towards the center, but it's FM still with the possession there. Joey Leveroni at the near point, sends it over for Tyler Main. Main goes into the corner, looking over his options. Goes towards the far side. It's Sanzone sending it towards the center, but Salt City will get it out of the zone quickly. Less than 30 seconds left to go in the power play for the Hornets. Here comes Jack Lawlick with some speed coming up the far side of the ice. Coming into the Salt City end. Looks to take a shallow shot, but it goes wide of the net. Picking that up, though, is Drew Main. They will send it out of the zone. And Salt City on a little bit of a races here. 3 seconds to go in the power play. And we are even strength. A little bit of a conundrum there by the FM goal. And the Hornets will look to do something a little bit different with now 5 men on the ice on the other side. Leveroni sending that just over the net there. Drew Main sending it back to Leveroni. In the near corner it goes. And Salt City will grab the possession. Try to get it out of their own zone. And Tyler Main looking to put some work in, but Salt City getting it out quickly. And Chris Finger will signal that as an icing. And so it will be with 14:10 left to go in the third period. Chris Finger sending that down the length of the ice. Unfortunately, the referee not quite good with his foot game. Unable to stop it. 14-10 remaining in the third. Face off. One to the side by Salt City. They'll try to get it out of their own zone quickly. They send it to the far side where there's a little bit of room, and they're able to get it out. FM possessing it as they do, sending it back up the near side. And Salt City try to get it back, trying to get towards the far side. These are going a little bit of a circle there. Salt City sending it towards the center, and Chris Finger will scoop that up before it can do any harm. 13:45 left to go in this third period of play. Face off. One forward by the Hornets. Henry Dougherty able to take that. Here comes Michael Leduc going into the far corner. Salt City looking to get it out. They'll send it back up the far side. Patno trying to get that. Gets it back into the hands of Connor McDonald, I should say. Michael Leduc currently making something work behind the net. Sends it out, but Salt City will get their hands on it. Walker Thompson, though, not thinking so much. He'll send it back in. Thompson keeping it in a second time. Coming back out of the zone. Patno to Lit, going up the near side again. It'll get stopped by Salt City. Patno trying to run him over to advance that puck, but Salt City sending it the other way. Joey Mathis getting a big hit put on him as he tried to make some effect. And I don't know if you can hear, but outside here in Skaneateles, it is rumbling thunder. As here comes Joey Mathis and Henry Dougherty. Mathis looking over his options, gets it back up for Walker Thompson. And here comes Salt City, getting it back up the near side, and a penalty will be coming on FM. Salt City sending it back across, a shot, and it goes wide of the net. Still a penalty. An extra attacker will come on. FM looking to get possession. They send it out. There should have been a whistle there. As FM, we're technically in possession, but here comes Salt City the other way. A little bit of a collision there at the red line. And Salt City sending it back in. And that will be a penalty, 2 minutes for holding on the FM Hornets. Who is the culprit? Well, it seems like it's Walker Thompson. So, Salt City will have, I believe, their fourth power play of the game. 11:59 left to go in this third period. And this does not exactly spark joy for the FM Hornets. Getting it into the near corner. Fighting for it are the Hornets and the Fusion. Fusion, though, with the possession. They send it back behind the net, looking over towards the far side. Sending it back up to the far point. Point man looking to walk in. He just takes a shot, but it gets redirected high up into the air, and it'll go towards the near side. Salt City sending it back to the far side. A shot. A save from Chris Finger. Still loose there. There's a little bit of a skirmish will happen just in front of him. He'll cover that up. We'll have 11:29 left to go in this third period of play. Face off. One to the side there. FM just trying their best to eke as much time off of that clock as they can. Brian Tonkovich putting in some good work on the far corner. Tonkovich facing two Fusion players. Jack Lollick waiting in the wings, looking for that puck, looking to get it out, but Salt City will be the ones who grab it. Brian Tonkovich, though, will not give up. He's still got some pressure on it, keeping it close to the boards. And Tonkovich, single-handedly, it seems, holding them off there for a solid 30 seconds. Salt City sending it into the near corner. A big hit will come as FM trying to get it out. Salt City will keep it in. They send it towards the corner there. They'll go get it. Sending it towards the center. It just squeaks right through the crease of Chris Finger. They'll go to the near side. Salt City looking over their options. Shoots it. Blocker saved by Finger. Salt City once again up the near side it goes. Back into the near corner. They'll send it. Sending it back towards the center. A shot and they score. And a power play goal will come for the Salt City Fusion. And that will get rid of their power play. I believe they are now 1 for 4. 4 power plays in this game. 10:21 remains in this third period of play. The score, 4-1. Boy, oh boy. They had to put up a solid, if my math is correctly, 18 shots before they could get a goal on Chris Finger. And we will have another penalty. And that'll be 2 for tripping on Salt City. And that's their 4th penalty of the game. And that's FM's 4th power play. So far, 0 for 3. Can they make it 1 for 4? Well, we'll have to see. We've got about 2 minutes to determine that. Face off one of the boards by the Hornets. They'll send it up to the far point now. Looking over their options. Walks it down. Getting it to Joey Leveroni. He'll get it back up the boards to the point man. He sends it back to Leveroni on the boards. Sanzone will pick that one up. Going into the far corner. Looking over his options. Sends it over to Capriati behind the net. Capriati back to Sanzone in the corner. Sanzone towards the center it goes. But Patnode will pick it up at the far point. He shoots it. Gets redirected up into the netting. 9:49 remains in this third period of play. 1:32 remains in that penalty for Salt City. And Coach Wiz over on the FM bench giving a loud call for Patnode to come back off as he changes the lines there. A shot will come from the point man. That's Will Sanzone. But Salt City will get it out quickly. Here they come, a one-on-one coming into the FM zone. Jack Lalick is just too smart for it. He'll get it towards the boards and out of harm's way. Just out of the zone it will roll. Leveroni just advancing it with Tyler Main helping him out. But they'll get back out of the zone. Salt City making a couple moves, but Drew Main is able to be on the case there. They'll carry it deep into the FM zone though, and it'll get into the hands of Joey Leveroni. Here he comes up the near side. Facing a couple hits there, he's able to make a couple moves, but not the second one. Leveroni, big hit there. They'll get it into the corner. They'll send it up into the netting. That'll be another stoppage of play. .901 remaining in this third period of play. The score, 4-1. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty for Salt City. Face off, one back by FM, but a little bit far back. His finger choosing not to put his hands on that one. Walker Thompson gets it over for Patnode. 30 seconds left now in that penalty. Patnode carrying it in to the near corner of the Salt City end. The Salt City grabbing that. Little bit of a bouncing puck. FM able to keep it in. Here they come towards the net, and it gets clubbed up by the goaltender. .834 remaining in this third period of play. 18 seconds is what's left for FM on their man advantage. Face off towards the boards it goes. Keeping it in just momentarily is Lalick. He's taking a bit of a spill there, but thankfully Salt City man did as well, so no breakaway for him. Jack Lalick sending it over for Joey Leveroni. 3 seconds left, and we are even strength. Leveroni grabbing that, sending it back up to Lalick. He walks in, takes a shot, but it gets redirected up into the netting. And we are even strength. As I said, with 8:09 left to go in this third period. Face off, one back by Salt City. They'll take it towards the far side. Off the boards it goes, but Tonkovich trying to keep that in there. He's not able to at this point. but it gets into the hands of Michael Leduc. He'll take it back over the blue line. Looking over his options, sends it towards the center. He's able to carry it, sending it over towards Connor McDonald, but he's not able to get his stick on it. Here comes Salt City, up the far side, into the Hornets zone now. Looking over his options, makes a couple moves, but no shot will come. It'll go to the near side. Connor McDonald grabbing it for FM. Looking over his options as he came out there, but a little bit of pressure was put on him quickly. Gets back up to the point man. He'll send it back into the near corner. Nano going for it. Henry Dougherty now going for it as well, but Salt City will grab that possession and get it back. Ryan Tonkovich going in, putting on some pressure, as he's been known to do today, as the puck gets quickly over towards the corner of Chris Finger's net. He's able to cover it, so it doesn't do any further damage. 7:14 left to go in this third period of play. 4-1, still our score here. Face off, one to the side. Salt City just trying to get it back in. Gavin Patnode sending it back up the side there. Ellis Thompson trying to carry it himself. His brother Walker just behind him, but Salt City able to grab that quickly. Grayson Mucha able to get him off that puck as Patnode sends it off the glass. Salt City looking over their options. Looks for some room behind their own net. And it's Joey Mathis is able to get in there and mix things up a bit. But Salt City coming out. Here comes a 3-on-1. They'll get it over to the side there. Walker Thompson able to get it back. His brother Ellis trying to go for it. Joey Mathis forwarding it up for him. Doesn't quite go out of the zone though. Patnode sending it off the boards, making sure it does. Salt City looking to regroup there. A little bit of a fumbled pass. It'll go deep in their zone. Grayson Mucha chasing. Helping him out there is Nico Capriati. They'll keep the puck in just momentarily. Salt City, though, coming back in. Trying to get it around. I believe that was Gavin Patnode there. Salt City taking it back towards the center. Just flipping it back in. Patnode, though, grabbing that, flipping it back out. Here comes Nico Capriati, though, on an opportunity. He's not able to get his stick on it, though. Salt City looking over their options. Sending it to the near side for his other defender. He'll try to get it out, and keeping it in is Brady Moore. Salt City, though, getting it out once again. It'll go to Patnode. He sends it off the near boards for Brady Moore. Moore trying to leave that for Sanzone or Leveroni, whoever could get there first, but here comes Salt City coming back again. Salt City sending that in, stopping that as Finger. He will forward that into the far corner quickly so that Salt City player who was rushing did not get it. Here comes FM coming back up the near side. Sanzo trying to get it out, but the point man will take a shot. Oh, and it goes off the crossbar. Jalen Meyer grabbing that off the boards. We'll send it back over to the near side. Sanzo just trying to get it out again. They'll square it out towards the far side. Salt City will pick it up, looking to get it towards the center, but here comes Joey Leveroni. A 2-on-1 here with Will Sanzone. Looking over his options. Sanzone gets it shot, and he scores! And a textbook 2-on-1 pass to the other guy play will result in the second goal for the Hornets this evening. 2-4 is our new score. Face-off. One to the side by the Hornets. With that goal, breathing a little bit of new life into them with 4 minutes left to go in this game. Salt City keeping it in their far corner. They'll send it around to the near corner. The Hornets swarming here. They'll be able to get that puck back. Lalick sending it up to Brian Tonkovich. Tonkovich with a shot, but it gets deflected wide of the net. Salt City getting their skate on it there. Drew Main possessing that himself in the far corner. He gets that up for, I believe that is Nick Sergeev. And Tonkovich will keep it in. Wallach below the goal line, just losing that there. Sends it into the near corner. Salt City will get it just up the boards. And Tonkovich, just able to keep it in. He hands it in to Drew Main. A shot will be gloved up by the goaltender. 3:58 remaining in this third period of play. 4-2 is our score. The shots fairly even, I should say. 27 for Salt City, 24 for the Hornets. Face off. One to the side by Salt City. They'll get it out of their zone quickly. Up the far side it goes. Brian Tonkovich sending it off the far side boards. Here they come. Going the other way. I believe that is Drew Main sending it towards his brother, and it's not able to be ricocheted into the net. Just goes wide. Lalick trying to get it over to Walker Thompson, but here comes Salt City on a breakaway. Shoots it. Save made by Finger. Lalick going the other way off the near boards it goes. Drew Main tried to grab that, but Salt City will get it back into the Hornets' end. Finger leaving it for Jalen Meyer. Meyer sending it up the far boards. Michael Leduc will forward it, but Salt City is able to grab that possession. Sends it towards the center there. They'll get it just into the Hornets' end. Lalick getting that just off his stick there, just off the opposing player's stick. And Salt City trying to possess it in the zone now, but here comes the Hornets. Michael Leduc just getting in the zone there, gets a little bit tripped up. And that puck will roll over towards the far side. Salt City with possession. They hand it over to Walker Thompson, though, for the Hornets. They'll send it over to Jalen Meyer on the near side. Meyer, with that puck, forwards it forward. That'll go just into the zone. No icing will be called. 2:34 remaining in this third period of play. FM keeping that one in. Salt City behind their net once again. They choose to go to the far side now. Gets just a couple players coming off the bench. Luckily, none of them touched it, or else that would have been too many men. Rim it around the near sideboards. Nico Capriati getting that just for Connor McDonald there. A shot. It gets turned away by the goaltender. Nico Capriati making something work here. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Here comes Salt City. A little bit of fight in there. And I believe both of them will be sent to the box. 1:54 remaining in this third period of play. And we've got coincidental penalties on both Salt City and Nico Capriati for the Hornets. Thankfully, due to them happening at the same time, we will remain 5-on-5. Face off, one to the side there. Salt City just trying to get it out of their zone as quick as they can, and they do. Trying to get it up to the one player who's had multiple opportunities this game. Chris Finger, though, going into the corner, playing it himself, able to get it out quickly. And boy, oh boy, if he hadn't gotten it out that far, he would have been in trouble. Salt City getting it quickly back into the Hornets' end. Will Sanzo sending it up the near boards. It'll get out of the zone. Salt City will possess it once again. They get it back along the far side to Will Sanzo, just below the goal line. Sanzo, forwarding that for Jack Lalick. He gets that up to, I believe that is Drew Main. He leaves that for his brother Tyler. Tyler with a shot, and it goes wide. And the Hornets have pulled their goaltender. Oh, but it's not quite the opportune time they wanted. Here comes Salt City back in the Hornets' end. Oh, they're not able to get a shot off. And here they come. Drew Main, 3-on-2, over to Leveroni. Leveroni tried to take a shot, but it gets off the skate there of a defender. Lalick trying to keep that in, but it gets forwarded down the ice, and that'll go wide of the net. And it's those slow ones like that that you really get your heart racing, because, well, you never know if it'll go in or not. 40.9 seconds remain in this third period of play. Can the Hornets reduce their deficit to 1 in the 40 seconds that they've got left in this game? Face off. One forward by Salt City. Here they come. Getting a little bit of a chip there. And they send it towards the corner. Thankfully, it goes wide of the net. Drew Main looking to grab that. Salt City, though, putting on all the pressure they can. Getting it up the ice they go. Salt City trying to put it back on net, but it'll go wide again. 20 seconds remain in this game. Sanzone sending it back over for Lalick. And I believe that's Leveroni just getting his hands on it. He forwards it to Lalick. Back over to Leveroni. Less than 10 seconds remain. Leveroni gets it up to Fu-Mei, but they're not able to get a shot off. Gets it back up for Lalick, a shot, and it gets redirected down. And that will do it for tonight's match. And boy, oh boy, it was tense till the end. But the damage was certainly done in that first period, because the score will end at 4-2, Salt City Fusion over the FM Hornets. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sticking with us here this game. Didn't quite turn out the way that the Hornets fans would have wanted it to, but, well, with a new opponent like this, you'd never know. Well, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of round 2 of this Skaneateles Summer Series. Oh, check when our next game is, because unfortunately I don't have it written down. I really should, being a broadcaster like me. But next time, join us July 18th, 6:30 p.m. for FM versus Ithaca. I will say, though, Ithaca, they were actually on the ice before us, and they blew, I believe, a 4-1 lead to Auburn. Auburn ended up winning 5-4. It was something like that, but unfortunately, Ithaca wasn't able to keep their lead. But that'll be a story for another day. Thank you all for joining us here. We hope you have a wonderful evening. From us at the Hornets Hockey Network, we will see you next time.